Hello, everyone. My name is John Love. I'm a single father to two kids, Vinny and Cece. Vinny is 4.5, he'll be 5 in about 3 months, and Cece has just turned 3 a few months ago. A few months ago, we also moved to Canada. We moved here from Taiwan. The kids' native tongue is Chinese, and I hope that they can keep that. I speak Chinese to them. Lots of people think I'm crazy for doing that, but I'll get into that topic at another date. We're here so that I can potentially do some upgrading, and I want to move our family to Australia. That's the goal. I think they have a nice work-life balance, and I'll get into that in another day. Um, but I just wanted to make these videos to share with everyone so that other single parents can see that they're not alone. And I want to talk about some of the difficulties and some of the rewards from being a single parent, and it's really difficult. But there are also really nice moments. So I just want to start with a question today that says, what are the biggest challenges as a single parent? And the first thing that comes to my mind as a single parent that's really, really difficult is not being able to share things with someone. Um, I was divorced about 2.5 years ago now. We got back together a couple times, but in the end, it just didn't work out. And the toughest thing each time has been dealing with the kids, and explaining to them that mom's not here anymore and that she simply has no reason not to be here. And trying to make that clear to a 3 and 4 year old is really difficult. And also trying to protect them at the same time is even more difficult. Their mom doesn't want to be a part of their lives. I've made every effort to make her a part of their lives, whether it's together or not. She doesn't want to have it. I'm not perfect. We have our fights. I've got my bad sides and my down times. But in the end, she's not here because she doesn't want to be here. And it's really hard for me to explain that to the kids. And every time I try, it's really heartbreaking because how do you tell a kid that their mom just doesn't love them? That's really tough on me. And I think the other big challenge for me is when the kids do something awesome or when they do something terrible, I don't get to send a message anymore. If the ex-wife is at work or something, I can't say, hey, look, this just happened, or take a picture, take a video and say, look at how good or how bad your kids were. I used to pick up the kids and they'd have a tantrum at school or from the babysitter, and I would take a video of it, and then I would try and comfort them or fix the situation. And I would say, like, look, I'm dealing with this right now. It's really tough. But, being able to share that experience and have someone that understood the kids and understood them made it a lot easier to get through. And then you knew in a couple hours when she got off work that you would get a break, you could get away from the kids. And if it was a really nice moment, like the kids just put on their jacket by themselves for the first time, you could take a picture of them and then talk about it. And then you would both feel proud together. And not having that really sucks. So when it's a really bad day, it just keeps on building. It gets worse and worse, and there's no breaks from it. And when it's a really positive moment, you take the picture still and you take the video still, but then you look at your phone and you say, well, who am I going to send this to? And you can send it to your family, but their reactions are never quite what you hoped it to be. And, the only thing you can do is just go on Instagram or Facebook and make a post, and it's not the same. I mean, I love my friends and I love everybody that supports me, but it's just not the same as the mother saying, wow, that's awesome, and then coming home and giving them a big hug or a big kiss and saying, like, you did awesome today. Thank you for putting in the effort. Like, I don't get that thank you. I don't get that nobody cares what my kids did because I taught them or because I was strict with them or because they had a bad day and I was too mean. Nobody gets to give me shit for that, or nobody gets to give me praise for what I did. And those are two of the hardest things, is just explaining that the kid's mom is not here because she simply doesn't want to be here. I didn't cheat. I didn't hit her. We had lots of arguments and fights, but that's normal. So just explaining to the kids that their mother just doesn't have the heart to be here and she doesn't really care about you. And trying to simplify that and then also protect them at the same time without scarring them is really, really difficult. And as a single father, not having someone to share things with is really tough too. And maybe one day that could change with someone new, but I don't know if someone new can replace their mother and replace that role for them or for me. I think to a certain degree that person will always have a little bit of distance between us and the family scenario. Maybe I'm wrong. I haven't encountered anyone that really gives me the feeling that would motivate me to even try at this point in time. Everything's still pretty fresh. That idea has been entertained in my mind, but just even thinking about that is also another big challenge as a parent. So I'll call that number 3, finding someone new, because I know that I'm going to have to go through a lot to find someone, and then I'm going to put them through a lot of hoops to jump through, and it's not going to be easy. So I think those are the 3 biggest challenges. Explaining it to the kids what has happened. Also trying to keep calm in those situations. Number 2, not having anyone to share it with. And number 3, finding someone new for myself, and not even necessarily for the kids, but how can I find someone new for myself if the kids are fully integrated into my life? So those are the 3 big challenges. That's all I have to say for today, but I do hope that this video can find someone and you can see that you're not alone, even if you are alone, and maybe we can learn together on how to make our situations better. And I hope that if you do have questions or concerns, or you just feel lonely, just send me a message or write a comment, and just know that as a single parent, I understand that being single sucks, and I can't be your strong point or your backup plan, but just know that people do understand you, and I think that being understood as a single parent is very difficult. So I hope this video gets to someone and that you can see that it's not so easy and you're not alone, even if you are alone.